So, what are your earliest memories of Triangle, and how has it changed or transformed you as an artist?
Wow. Well, let's see. I was at the first Triangle, and that was 1982. And it was a very different art world then, and Triangle was very different than it is now. First of all, it was at a farm in the country, in the barn, and it was a lot of artists. It was many more artists than there are now, and it was a much shorter period. It was called a workshop, as opposed to now it's a residency for a longer period with fewer. So it was quite different. But the way it transformed me, as I said in answer to an earlier question, was it gave me an opportunity to be in an international setting with artists from other countries, um, working through the day with people and seeing how other people work, which is incredibly exciting, because artists work in isolation. So to have an opportunity to work with other people and see how they work and talk about your process was really a first for me. And it was very, people were very serious. It was not about talking about career. It was not talking about anything but just how to be the best artist you could be. And I hadn't been really in that kind of a professional setting where there was that straightforward, honest exchange. And I think artists have too little of that. And I think that since then, I have always had that with artists. That set the tone for me as an artist, and it's been enormously positive for me. And I think a lot of people don't have that. Uh, it tends to be people are competing, people are gossiping, they're jockeying, and this was an enormously helpful way to start understanding how to deal with myself in the world and with other artists.
I can imagine it being just very stimulating, with artists from all of these countries coming together and in isolation, and it being just artist focused. You can just learn from each other, which is great.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. And I will also say that at that particular first Triangle, there were many famous artists and critics who came through and looked at everybody's work. And I got an enormous amount of incredibly useful feedback. And also a lot of positive feedback that was very helpful to me moving, as I went forward as an artist. Yeah.
It's amazing.